Do you ever struggle to sound natural when speaking English with CEOs and COOs? You know the words, but in real conversations you sound stiff or too formal. If yes, this is for you. I'm Coach Dave, founder of the English Speaking Gym and the Fluency Code. I help professionals stop freezing and speak clearly in real situations. In this lesson, you will learn how to use more natural, authentic English in high-level business conversations. I will also show you where you can practice and get feedback on your speaking. Let's begin. Authentic English with CEOs and COOs. This one was requested by a member of the Fluency Code who wants to sound natural in high-pressure leadership conversations. So, let's jump in. Today, the goal is to speak naturally. You will learn how to speak clearly, confidently, and naturally with senior leaders in English. This is the breakthrough I want you to have to deliver high-stakes answers immediately under intense pressure without freezing or overthinking your sentences. Simple. It won't happen overnight. It will take repetition and practice, but I promise you that if you apply what we cover and you are consistent, you will overcome this issue and speak to CEOs and COOs and other executives with that confidence and clarity. A reality check. Most people do not struggle with English. At this level, if you're listening to me now, English is not your problem. You have good English. The issue is struggling with pressure. It's the pressure that causes them to freeze, overthink, panic, have a fear of mistakes. That's pressure. Because if they're speaking to their friend, they're fluent. They're speaking, yeah, maybe not perfect. No one's perfect. But they're not overthinking. The pressure creates what I call the fluency gap. And it's this gap that we work to close. What happens in real meetings? Well, instant answers are expected. When you're talking with a CEO, a COO, any executive, there's no time delay for delay. You just want to speak in real time, back and forth, not freezing up every other sentence. Interruptions. Expect constant cut-offs. You must hold your ground. They're not just going to sit back and let you talk the whole time. They're going to interrupt. They're going to ask questions. They're going to change the flow of the conversation. They're going to catch you off guard, perhaps. And so it's those moments you must train for. Complex ideas. Heavy business content requires deep strategic framing. So you need to know your technical words. If you're working in a certain industry, you need to know what we're talking about, because if you don't understand the technical terms, that's a problem. No prep time. Zero margin to pre-construct or polish your sentences. You've got no time to prepare when you're having that discussion, so you need to be able to think fast, on your feet, with control, with calm, with clarity, with confidence, with fluency. They still communicate brilliantly. You know those people, their English is not as good as yours, but they still communicate so well because they focus on structure, delivery, and high-impact ideas rather than perfect grammar. You know that person, they annoy you how confident they are even though they make grammar mistakes all the time. Does that stop them? No. Do people like them? Yes, probably, because it's their energy. It's the way they deliver their message. That's what people remember. That's what people connect with. They don't care if the grammar isn't perfect. Now, of course, you don't want to be making so many mistakes where it's not clear and the listener is having to guess what you mean. That's not good. But usually at this level, if you're listening to me now, that's not your problem. Your problem is handling it under pressure. The trap, higher English level. Maybe this is you. You're an advanced speaker, you can understand English, you can read it, you can write emails, no problem. But you continue to struggle because anxiety around complexity paralyzes from responding in real time. Maybe you know someone like this. That's the trap. They have technically better English than the exception, the lower level guys, but because they are anxious and afraid of making mistakes and not appearing knowledgeable on certain topics, or not making a good impression to the CEO or another executive, it causes their fluency to go woo down. And that's not fun. So, you are trying to sound perfect, not trying to communicate clearly. So many problems come back to this. Trying to sound so smart, so sophisticated, so knowledgeable, and I don't doubt your ability. But if you're in that situation and your COO or CEO is questioning that, that's just going to make you more anxious and feel possibly embarrassed and not good enough. And we don't want that. Focus on communicating clearly. That's all they want, is clear answers, clear communication, clarity, not perfection. Slow responses. Trying to be perfect, perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, perfect pronunciation, whatever. If you're trying to be perfect and you're analyzing in your head how I'm saying it, am I saying it right? You're taking longer. You're editing in your mind. You're focusing inwards. And this is making you seem unsure of yourself. This causes hesitation. Constant restarts and pauses break the flow. That can lead to over-explaining or even panic. Over-explaining is dumping too many details because you lack the focus. Now you're adding lots of unnecessary information and people are questioning, why are you hesitating? Why are you looking nervous? Why are you freezing now? Whatever it is, it's not what you want to do in those moments when communication and clarity matter most. This causes authority to be lost. Senior executives misinterpret. Certainly if they're a native speaker, they won't know. They'll be wondering why you are losing flow, why you are hesitating. They might think that you're not very competent or you're not very clear for whatever reason. Some will associate it with, oh, it's not your first language. They might give you a bit more slack, but others will not. They just want the answers there and then. It can cause you to lose authority. And in those high-stakes meetings, presentations, those interviews, you do not want to lose authority. You want to remain calm and controlled. Rule number 1, speak in short ideas. Love it. Don't think in single words. Don't focus on what word to use. Think in ideas and speak in short ideas. Do not attempt to build long, complex sentences with multiple angles under extreme pressure. You're going to be far more likely to lose control, to hesitate, to freeze, to panic, to overthink. Keep it simple. Speak in short ideas. Start with your opinion or the fact, then add a reason to support it, then add an example or a story. Rule number 2, structure under pressure. Number 1, point. Make your main argument clear from the very first breath. Make it very clear. Don't bring your point in halfway through. Start with your point. Then add the reason. Back your point with one solid logical thought. Then give an example. Offer real proof or metrics to support your point. Then stop. Do not ramble. Stop talking. Let them respond. Point, reason, example. Now, rule number 3 is to buy time naturally. If someone asks a question, you don't need to jump straight into the answer. Give yourself a couple of seconds just to kind of catch up and to get ready to answer. Say, that's a good question. What a great question. This validates their query while calming your nerves. Another one is, let me think for a second, or just one moment. Something like that. This just indicates reflection. You're actually thinking about your answer. If it's a question where you need to think, and you would in your native language, think about it. Think about what you want to say, and then when you have the idea, start speaking. Let me think for a second. Buys you a little bit of time. And another one is, from my perspective, or from where I'm standing, this just frames your answer as expertise rather than memorized fact. You're not just regurgitating facts, you're actually speaking from your experience and your knowledge. So you can say that as well. I'll put these in the cheat sheet along with other examples you can use, but these 3 are very powerful in those high pressure situations. Rule number 4, don't translate in your head. Think in simple English. Stop trying to create perfect structures. Simple, direct grammar is highly powerful. You will find it much easier to stay on top of what you're saying. No one cares if you use complex grammar. It's just not impressive. It's just a waste of energy. Focus on clarity. Focus on delivering your message with a good tone, with good body language, eye contact, proper demeanor, not freezing up, not looking panicked and sweating and red in the face. If you apply these rules, that won't happen because you'll stay in control. And remember, rule number 5, clarity beats accuracy every single time. Clarity. Be clear. That's your goal, not perfection. Not getting everything right. Not saying every word and sentence like it's a textbook. It's not. It's a high-pressure situation. Anyone can make mistakes. The goal's to be clear and not to panic if you make a mistake. Just keep moving forward. Don't even think about it. If someone's unsure, they will ask you to clarify, but it's not up to you just to panic and freeze and be afraid. Stay in control. Stay calm. You've got this. I'm going to give you a practice drill. Take 3 business questions. Use actual questions commonly asked by your executive board. Answer 3 of them. Answer in under 20 seconds each. Train your mind to hit core concepts immediately. So I would suggest writing these questions out on a piece of paper, turn it upside down, then when you start, just look at the question, put it back upside down and answer it in under 20 seconds. Then when you finish, read the next question, do it again. Just do this. You're training yourself to hit the core concepts immediately. Don't rewrite, speak live, accept whatever phrases come out of your mouth first. Trust yourself. This is training. You're not going to be speaking perfect overnight, no. But with repetition, with consistency, you will absolutely train for these moments so they no longer become a problem. I do encourage you to make a video, a recording, do this, post it in the community, get some feedback, tell you things that you're doing well and where you can improve. Don't pause to repair a mistake, just keep going. Answer it, finish your point. Remember what I said, start with your point, add a reason, then an example, finish. Do that in 20 seconds and you will be golden. Application. So in your next meeting, do these practices instantly. Don't wait for a low stakes, low pressure environment. Do it in the next high pressure environment. Start right away. Just, again, not trying to be perfect, just trying to be clear. If this is a lot of information, watch it back, analyze it, make notes, use the cheat sheet, use the community. It's all there for you to build that confidence, build that fluency in these situations. Focus on one thing. Deliver short, direct answers with unmistakable points. Skip fancy phrasing and prioritize clarity. Because I'd much rather be clear, calm, confident. So your final message, you do not need perfect English. Remember that. Write it on your wall. I do not need perfect English. Write it anywhere you go. That's so important. You need usable English under pressure. That's it. Use it under pressure. Calm, clear, controlled. That's the goal.